What is up, nerds? This is Crash here with another Crash Report, the series where I talk about all the latest happenings and crappenings in my Team Fortress 2 mapping world. Let's start off with my latest maps in progress and jump right to the big guns of this video, King of the Hill Probed. This map was originally created for the last TF2Maps.net 72-hour mapping contest. This is the one that I did in the last day in about 10 hours. I have since then detailed the ever-loving hell out of it and tweaked a bunch of gameplay-related things. The biggest improvement, in my opinion, is the redone ship, which, if you recall from the 72-hour recap video, was originally done rather rushed and while it was in a rather goofy state near the end of a 10-hour mapping marathon. Some of these changes you may have seen me working on during my last few streams, and if you want to catch any of the future streams, be sure to follow me on Twitch, same username as my YouTube account. The next project I plan on working on after I wrap up Probed and a few other side projects I've been working on is definitely going to be picking up again on Payload Crash / Payload Subzero. For those who've been waiting for me to work on that again, I'm going to finally do that, I swear. I'm also excited to announce that Glassworks is starting to get a little bit of attention in the competitive scene. CEVO's 6th season of its Sixes League, that is really hard to say, has decided to run RC2 of the map during its preseason, and FBTF, a South American Sixes League, is going to run it during their upcoming Custom Maps Championship. While the map's not outright designed for Sixes, it seems like there's a lot of interest in giving it a chance in that setting, so the leagues are going to give it a shot. I'm really excited to see how it goes. At the very least, this will give me a ton of good feedback and exposure on the map, so I'm really excited for it. Now on to some channel news. I can officially announce that I'm going to be starting up a new series here in the next few months that will be officially featured on TF2Maps.net called How to Make TF2 Maps. This series is going to start at the very beginnings of how to use Hammer and create maps for TF2 specifically. I know a lot of people have been asking for it, so I'm excited to finally get to create it. The big thing that I want to do before that point, though, is to pick up a new microphone that I've been kind of eyeing for a while. It's going to be a Blue Yeti USB microphone, which should be a drastic improvement over my current setup, which shamefully is currently a Rock Band 1 USB microphone. Don't judge me! Next, I actually have a question for everyone currently watching. I've realized I haven't had a whole lot of non-mapping related content lately, and I'm wondering if this is bothering anybody. I really enjoy creating live commentary videos. They're just really fun to not only record, but to even edit and put the goofy text on and all that stuff. But I'm not sure how many of my subscribers are here for those over my mapping related content. So let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of my commentary videos, and I'll try to prioritize accordingly. So now going to a bit more miscellaneous news. I'm excited to finally get to show this project off, but the past couple months I've been sort of casually working on a website, and I think it's finally ready to, get some exposure. I've been slowly releasing links to it here and there, so you might have already seen it already, but here's its formal announcement. It is hosted on the greatest URL of all time, Crash.tf. It's not fully fleshed out yet, especially in the maps section, but I hope it'll eventually be a solid hub that you can go to if you're ever looking for any of my projects or any of my maps or anything. You just go there, click the maps, there's the links. I at least have the base links down right now, but it still needs to get some work done. I also set up a donation link on the page if anyone is interested in throwing me a bone or two as a show of appreciation for what I do. It would blow my mind if I got a donation, and it would certainly help me justify the time I spent running this channel and working on various projects. Also, I recently set up a Steam group for myself that I'm going to use as a way of gathering up nerds to help me test maps, fill out different events I plan on running, or just play some TF2 with me sometime. I also plan on using it to announce map releases, so if you're interested in getting any of that, check out the link to the group in the description below. And finally, as of this episode, I'll be adding a new part to my Crash Reports, which will be some of the latest news in the mapping scene. I realize a lot of people don't get to hear about what's happening amongst mappers, so I thought I'd talk about it some and let you guys know what's going on in the community. First, I can definitely say the mappers are going absolutely bananas over the recent addition of the bumper cars to our arsenal of tools we can utilize in our maps. There's a whole slew of bumper car maps in the works, and a lot of really interesting and unique projects are getting started. There's a ton to come, so I'm really excited to see what happens with those. We've also been discussing how to abbreviate bumper car maps. I personally prefer BC_ for bumper cars, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. Next, 3 new maps have been added to the TF2Maps.net showcase. If you're unfamiliar with the showcase, it's basically the cream of the crop of the maps submitted to TF2 Maps, as judged by the community and admins of the site. The new maps are CP Kikoku by Ali, Koth Skyward by EArkham, and CP Edifice by Deer. All of these maps I have personally tested and given my own stamp of approval on, so go check them out. I'll have links to each in the description below. Also, recently, 3DNJ, the creator of CP Mountain Lab, King of the Hill Lakeside, Koth King, has recently returned from a 2-year break from TF2 and mapping, and has just posted some work-in-progress shots of a CTF map he'd been working on a long time ago and is picking up again. And he also mentioned wanting to finish off some of his old dusty projects, so hopefully we'll see some really cool stuff from him soon. And that wraps up this crash report. If you appreciated the video, please be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you for watching.